leave a message after the tone.
God damn it! Hey, Mom. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hang up. I had to run for my train. Yeah, I caught it. Yes, I'm on it now. Yes, I should have taken a cab. You know what? What difference does it make? I said I'm on the train, right? Look, he's not fucking going anywhere, right? Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell, okay? I just lost my temper. Just please don't cry, okay? Yes, I'm on the train, and I'll be there soon, and I'll call you when I'm close. Okay, I love you too. Bye.
Son of a bitch. Looks like we just missed it, huh?
Yep.
That's sweet. The whole world is ready to fly to Mars. The goddamn MTA can't prioritize a proper fucking train schedule. Mind if I, bum a smoke? Let me guess. It's your last one.
No,
No, it's okay. I'll just stand here and enjoy the fresh inner city air. You enjoy your cancer stick. I'm kidding. Lighten up, will you? You know, seriously, we could be here a while. Mind if I? One more?
yeah. Of course.
Joe.
What?
My name. It's Joe.
Okay.
Well, this is usually the part where you shake my hand and you tell me your name.
Liam. So do you have any idea how long it'll be for the next train?
What time is it?
It's 4:10.
Shit, that was the last one.
Fuck.
You got somewhere to be?
Yeah, I do.
And where might that be?
East New York.
I know a train that'll get you there close. Coming or what? So she went and asked me, how old are you? I told her I'm vintage. She goes, what do you mean you're vintage? I said, well, I'm vintage. She goes, well, are you bedpan old? I said, no. Are you in need of a hip operation old? No. Then how old are you? Well, I'm like really big New York City rent-controlled apartment old. That's how old I am. Oh, being left-handed was pretty cool. They didn't know where I was coming from. I didn't know where the teacher was coming from either. Bang! You know? And then there was was that time when I dated this girl who was a southpaw also. Boy, when we tussle together, it's in fairy tales. All together, the Emperor's News Clothes. He was naked. What's the problem that people have with being naked? I mean, look at me. I'm semi-naked, but in case I have to get into a game of ping pong.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, buddy. Sorry to call so early an hour. You're sleeping, right? Which just goes to show once again that you are a man after my own heart. Listen, I'm gonna be in your neighborhood in a few hours. What do you say we get together and have a feed? Okay? I'll call you back.
So, Liam, tell me, what does a guy dressed like that have to be on a Saturday?
Family reunion.
Oof. To hell with family reunions. I remember those. I mean, we spend all year contributing to this endless self-defeating rat race, to then choose one day out of the year to shove hot dogs in our face and throw water balloons at each other? No offense. I'm sure your family's top-notch. Reunions are just not for me.
It's fine, I agree.
Well, they're not all bad, though. I do like my niece. She's like a different person every year. But eventually she's gonna grow out of that cute phase and start asking too many questions. Not to mention after 5 minutes, she's gonna be begging me for my cell phone. Hi, Uncle Joey. Can I borrow your cell phone? Can I use your cell phone? You got any games on your cell phone? You got any games on your cell phone? 80,000 homeless people in the city of New York. I mean, I'm sure we can bring them into the labor market somehow. I mean, it's not all hopeless.
What's going on?
My father was a train operator.
Really?
One of the best, too. Loved his job, always on time. I used to ride the front car with him. We'd pull into a station together and we'd see hundreds of New Yorkers all in a rush to get to their 9-to-5s. They'd see my father's train and their faces would be filled with relief, knowing they'd make it to work on time. He always told me how fragile this city's routine truly is. If one train is late, they're all late. If one train is delayed, thousands of New Yorkers are gonna get an earful from their bosses. He always said, if you're not early, you're late.
Well, he sounds like a responsible guy.
You could say that. That was also his downfall. One morning, he overslept. He tried his best to make up for lost time, rushing to every station, yelling at the passengers to get their asses on and off the train. It was just a little bit after 9 a.m. when he arrived at his busiest station. That's when he received his first 12-9. Nobody made it to work on time that day.
What's a 12-9?
Two numbers every motorman and conductor dread. Some executive wrapped up in a $2,000 suit thought his BlackBerry was worth risking his life for. He dropped it out onto the tracks. Moron broke his ankle on the way down. By the time any of the other passengers worked up enough courage to give him a hand, my father arrived.
Shit.
Shit is right. I don't know if you know anything about stopping a train, especially when it's in a rush. It's gonna take some time. My father retired right after that, followed by years of therapy and bottle after bottle of whiskey. He was even early to his own grave. You know, you're pretty cool for somebody that I just met.
Well, thanks, Joe. But listen, kind of in a rush. Are we getting close?
That way.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, I don't know if you got my last message. Never sure if I'm even using these phones right. They're not happy unless they make life more and more complicated, right? Well, listen, I got a new job. pizza joint in Bensonhurst. Anyway, the thing is, I don't start until next week, see? So how you fixed? Can you lend me a few bucks just to keep me going until next, the first payday? Give me a call.
How about you? I bet your dad is the kind of guy everyone likes to shake hands with at parties.
No, not exactly.
You don't get along with your old man, huh?
We did for a while.
When was the last time you spoke with him?
About a year ago.
Shit, a whole trip around the sun and you haven't spoken to your old man? Give him a call, will you?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Come on, what do you got to lose?
Well, since he's in a box about 5 miles that way, I'm pretty sure I'd just be wasting my time, Joe.
Shit, that's some family reunion.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Such is life.
Yeah, such is life. So who was he? What kind of man was he?
What?
Did you respect him?
Did I respect him? Joe, he was my father. And to be honest, you seem like a nice guy and all, but I don't want to talk about this with a complete stranger.
Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to pry. It's just, I feel like strangers give us the opportunity to be completely honest. Like writing an angry letter and never sending it.
Joe, listen to me. I'm on my way to my father's funeral, okay? So just do me a favor, okay? Just stop fucking talking and show me where this train is. Does it even exist, or are we walking in circles?
Yeah, it's just around the corner.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Leave a message, and I go, when? Next fucking year? Stop being a fucking prima donna and call me back!
This is it. Train will be here any minute.
Don't. When I was growing up, my father used to make me and my brothers French toast for breakfast every single morning. He swore he had a secret recipe, but everybody knew it was just vanilla extract, which is everybody's secret recipe, right? After breakfast, my brothers and I, we'd want to play video games or watch cartoons. But he'd make us get on our bikes and he'd ride us all the way to Coney Island. And you'd think the guy was training for the 5-borough bike tour with the amount of miles we'd cover. The ride was always worth it, though. You know, we'd get to the beach and start collecting sea glass. Maybe ride the Cyclone and throw up a few hot dogs. After a few years, we stopped riding bikes, though. And he didn't have it in him anymore. But he never gave up on a good hike. And after my parents split, he moved to Staten Island, and there's a few good trails out there. One day we were walking the dogs, and I heard the most terrifying sound I ever heard in my life. This raccoon was drowning in a pond, and the sound it made would make any sane person say, fuck that, but without hesitation, my dad was in his underwear swimming out to that raccoon like he was a fucking lifeguard. Oh man, he gets to the raccoon and he picks it up and he's holding it by its neck and this thing is like clawing at him. And he wraps it in the shirt and we walk back to the house and we're passing neighbors along the way. They're looking at him like he's crazy, but he doesn't care. He wants to save this raccoon's life, so he puts it in the dog cage because he wants to nurse it back to health. But it only lasted a day or two. When it died, I saw my dad cry for the first time. He was one of those types that just loved animals. Maybe because as long as you love them, they love you back. I don't know. After a few years, I didn't see him as much. I started high school, part-time job. hanging out with friends, you know how it goes. Those are just excuses, you know. I just didn't want to see him anymore. You know, what's the point of answering the phone if he's not going to remember the conversation the next day anyways? You know, I try my best to talk to him once a week, and then it was once a month, and then it was whenever he'd call me enough times in the middle of the night. You know, I figured he chose a relationship with drinking over a relationship with his own sons. One day, he drank himself into a hospital bed. And after a long talk, I told him it was either me or the bottle. That was the last time I saw him. Fuck. You know, I'm driving myself crazy, waiting for this train to take me to his funeral. But you know, it's got me thinking. You know, why should I be there for him now that he's gone, if he was never around to teach me how to be a man when he was around?
To replay this message, press 1. To delete, press 7. To save, press 9. For more options, press 6.
Hey, buddy. Mind if I bump a smoke?